I haven't seen this method for taking off the radiator. So here's my radiator. It's off. I just need to pull it out of there. I'm letting it drain right now. So how did I do it? Well, it is pretty tight in there and pretty complex. First, there's some other videos that might show some things about the clips and stuff like that that you have to take off for the fan. I'll show that real quick. So you take off the fan. There's one electrical connector. It's this one down here with the red button on it, or the red looking button. You just slide that up. Just slide it up so the bottom can come off. Not this top piece, which is kind of confused me. I started to take that off. It's all the wires and all. No. Underneath here, the bottom piece. And let's go to the fan real quick. So here's what it looks like. I had to search around to see exactly what it looked like. So it's right there. And when you take it off, it's like that top piece comes down about halfway here, right? So you see there's the two little spots down below here. Those don't separate or anything. You'll see it exposed up about halfway, and you see there's that little clip connection there. And so you just release that, pull that red little lever thing up, and that'll come right out. And there's the fan. As far as the fan goes, it's connected. Here's the clips here and here. This is the only one that's clipped. This one just sits in there. And this goes to the radiator. So, again, you have to take off. I should say there's like these two little shroud things here, 2 or 3 little things that you take off. No big deal. There's another video that shows taking those off. Figure that out pretty easily. But the fan, it connects to these clips. So there's 4 of them around the radiator. This is the only one that has clips, and you see right here the clip. Okay, down below it just slides in. For this clip, all you need to do is take a screwdriver. So after you move that other stuff, maybe get some other stuff out of the way. I took out the air box. So I'm just showing the hard stuff, or the more hard to figure out stuff. So this you just press in with I just use a screwdriver. You can get in there pretty easily, put some pressure on it, and you'll see where the little ledge is to be able to, and once it's done, you can just slide it up. It came out fairly easy. And once again, so that sits in there, and that little clip just kind of sits on the edge of it. You push that down far enough, and that'll slide up. Got to do that on both sides. Okay, that's out. And then I saw a lot of videos about how you might be able to take out the radiator and stuff with taking out the intercooler. The thing is, the radiator, so you have the fan off now. The radiator is in this tight little spot connected to the intercooler. So the intercooler is in there, and that's what normally you would take out. You say, here's the little mounts for it. So you would take the bumper off and all. You would take it out with those mounts, these two together, then disconnect them. I didn't want to go to all the trouble. So trying to figure out how I can get this out. Well, it turns out that this guy, the radiator, is connected, once again, with a similar system. Clips. So here's the clip. And down below, it just sets in. Okay, so it's only clipped on 2 sides. These are really tricky to get to. But if you look under here, right here, and actually you can disconnect this little wire, keep it here, but you can just kind of move it aside and stuff and get a little room. And if you stick a screwdriver in right here, okay, and crank up this way. So what I did, and I'll get a screwdriver. So I put a screwdriver on the edge. Let's see here, on the edge of the radiator here. Slid it in here just to get some firmness so I could feel that I could actually pull out here. I kind of set it like right there on the radiator. I mean, I don't care if I'm messing this up because I'm getting a new one. So right there. And then I took another screwdriver and had it a smaller one, about a medium-sized screwdriver, stuck it in here and back till I could get to this point right about here, because it's clipped inside there up to there. If you look, you can see the very tip of the edge. You have to look in through this way, shine a flashlight, you'll see what it looks like, and you can get your screwdriver right there. So you press down there, and at the same time with the other screwdriver, you're leveraging out. It took a few tries, being patient. I was able to get it. Pop, pop for the other side. Well, then it's on really tight. So what you do is you remove the hoses. All the hoses are removed. The radiators, you have it drained as best you can, and it will barely move still, and because it's in that lower clip. So clip like this, but it's just kind of set down below. And so what you do is you just once again, I just kind of wiggled it, pressed it out, gave it a little bit of pressure, and it's really tight with this ledge right here. But you can move it forward, and pull up, move it forward, pull up, maybe get a little leverage, and bam, it just pops out. And as you can see, my radiator is completely out now. I'm just letting it, like I said, drain, and then I'm just gonna pull it out of here completely and put in the new one. So I hope that helps someone. Here's a quick follow-up video. I just pulled it out. It took me just 2 minutes to pull it out. And just to show those clips. So there's where the radiator sits on the bottom. It's not clipped in. I shouldn't say that. It's where it's supported. And up here is where the top clips go in. So you can see if you get a screwdriver from this angle here, and it's tough. You got to figure out the right size screwdriver and so forth, and what angle. But you got to move around and all. But once you get it like right back here, that's where you can press down a little bit. It's a little, it's a little tight, but that's where you press down. Okay, so you're over here and you press down, and it'll release. I guess right from in here's where it sets. You press down a little bit, and it releases the clip. And if you look way back there, on the back side of it, you can kind of see when it's installed, you'll see the edge, the lip of the tab clipped in. And once again, there's the lower mount, and of course it's the same on the other side. And so it's kind of gross in there. But yeah, everything. I was surprised how easy that came out. Here's my worn out radiator. And to remove this, we're looking at it just as, here's the front of the car here. So what I did, I tried to pull it straight up, and it was kind of just snagging on stuff. So you'll just have to be a little, careful, move things out of the way. The easiest way was to rotate it so that it was like that, and just rotate it out. And I had my fluid capture on that side so that the fluid's coming out of here, and I kind of moved it over towards the middle as I rotated it, and then just rotated it up, and then it just pulled straight out. Cool. And I'll see about making another video with the new one hopefully installed.